And continuing now with our team coverage, national correspondent for the Tablet and Crux, John Lavenburg, is in the midst of the marchers. He joins us now. And John, I know there's a lot of people there at the National Mall. We all remember last year's march was mostly virtual. So many were saying this year the crowds could reach pre-pandemic levels. What are you seeing?
You know, Christine, the crowds here, there are thousands upon thousands of people here. I mean, behind me, a whole section of the National Mall here is completely jam-packed. I mean, it's cold out here, and thousands of people came from all over. I talked to people from the Midwest, the Northeast, the West Coast. They all came. Some flew in as early as the beginning of last week. So there's thousands of people here at the March for Life to support life today.
I was wondering if the cold was going to keep people away. You're looking a little frigid there. And we just heard from people in the Diocese of Brooklyn that went down to the march, and they say they're optimistic. They're hopeful that Roe v. Wade will be overturned, and this will be the last March for Life. Is that what you're hearing from people too?
You know, it's interesting, Christine. Everyone I've spoken to has said that they are hopeful, of course, that Roe v. Wade will be overturned come this summer by the Supreme Court. But as for what happens to the march after that, you know, their answers vary a little bit. Some people say that the marches then should move to the state and local level because that's what needs to happen after Roe is overturned. Others say that the march should continue because people should come out and it should be more celebratory, and that there's still a long fight ahead for the pro-life movement.
You know, when we chatted with Bishop Brennan earlier this week, he talked about how a lot of young people are leading the way in the pro-life movement. Have you noticed that today?
I have, and that's actually one of the things that struck me so much about being out here on the ground. It's, you know, people have told me for days that there are going to be a lot of young people out here, that young people are really a key part of this movement, and it wasn't until I actually got out here that I really saw how integral they were. I mean, I would say most of the people I talked to were young people. Most of them are the ones that are leading their groups that came down here, whether it's different colleges. I spoke to someone that organized students from all of the Ivy League school, the Ivy League Students for Life. They all came down, different schools, colleges, high schools. I mean, it's a very student, young people driven event this year. Lots of young people, and they're very energized. And as you might be able to hear a little bit behind me, constant cheering, and it's a very energetic scene.
Yeah, it sounds so exciting. And one last thing I want to talk about is that a lot of people might think of this as a Catholic issue, but as we heard in the previous story, people from all faiths come out, even people who have no religion. Are you seeing that as well?
It is your scene. You know, a lot of people that are here, it's not necessarily, like you said, something that's only religious, whether it's Catholic or Christian. There are people here that are just here to support life. From conception until natural death, that's what they believe, and that's what they believe is right. So, I mean, to say that this is just a religious movement is pretty off base for people to say that. I mean, there are people from all walks of life that are here, like I said, celebrating life and supporting life until conception, until natural death.
All right, John Lavenburg, national correspondent for the Tablet and Crux. Thanks for keeping us informed, and stay warm down there.
Thank you, Christine.
Hi, I'm Christine Persichetti, anchor of Currents News. If you like what you saw, please hit the like button on this video. And if you want to see more content just like it, subscribe and click on the bell for notifications. Thanks for watching, because we are putting your faith in the news.